We use it every single day, right? Often without even a second thought. But behind that familiar, friendly screen on your social media feed, there's a whole hidden world, a world built on psychological triggers and massive economic incentives. Today, we're going to pull back that curtain.
We've all been there. You tell yourself you're just going to do a quick check, and then you look up and bam, 45 minutes are gone. Or you feel that little phantom buzz in your pocket when your phone isn't even there. If that sounds familiar, you need to know this. It's not you. It's not a lack of willpower. It's all by design, and we're going to see exactly how it works.
But look, before we dive into the shadowy stuff, we have to talk about the light. What makes these platforms so amazing in the first place? I mean, it's not just some trick. It's because they tap into some of our most basic human needs.
I mean, think about it for a second. With just one tap, you can be at your cousin's wedding on the other side of the planet. With another tap, you find a whole global community of people who are just as nerdy about, vintage synthesizers as you are. It's instant connection, it's community, it's entertainment on demand. This is the magic of it all, the bright, shiny playground we all know and, let's be real, we genuinely enjoy.
Okay, so that's the welcoming playground on the surface, but it's got a hidden architecture. So let's start peeling back that first layer. How exactly are these apps built not just to get us to show up, but to keep us there, to make us come back again and again? Well, the answer is pure psychology.
And here's where it gets wild. The secret ingredient, the thing that keeps us all so hooked, is this principle called intermittent reinforcement. It sounds complicated, but it's actually super simple. Getting a reward unpredictably is way more addictive than getting one you can count on. It's the exact same mechanic that makes slot machines in Las Vegas so powerful.
And really, that's the best way to think about it. Every single time you pull your phone out of your pocket to check for updates, you're not just checking your phone. You're pulling the lever on a digital slot machine. You're gambling a little bit of your time for the chance to hit a jackpot of likes, comments, or new messages. You pull down to refresh the feed, and you get that tiny, split-second pause of anticipation. And then, boom, the results spin into view. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just an ad for something you don't want. But maybe it's a message from that person you like or a flood of likes on your new photo. That unpredictable maybe, that's the jackpot that has us pulling that lever over and over and over again.
So you gotta ask the question, why? Why go to all this trouble to build a psychological slot machine into an app? Well, the answer is all in the business model, the economic engine that makes this whole thing run. And here's a little spoiler alert. It has almost nothing to do with connecting you to your friends.
Welcome to what's called the attention economy. In this world, the most valuable thing isn't oil or gold or anything like that. It's your time. It's your focus, your eyeballs, every minute of your day. See, these platforms aren't just competing with each other. They're competing with your sleep, with your hobbies, with having dinner with your family. They are in an all-out war for your attention.
And this right here, this is the fundamental disconnect. We think of ourselves as the customers, using a free service to see what our friends are up to. But to them, on their spreadsheets, we are not the customer at all. We are the product. Our attention, our data, our predictable little habits, all of that is meticulously packaged up and sold to the highest bidder.
It's a bit of a harsh reality, but it's summed up perfectly in this now famous line. If the service is free, you are the product. In this world, our attention is the price we pay, whether we realize we're paying it or not.
Okay, so let's recap. We have an addictive psychological mechanism that's fueled by a business model that makes billions of dollars from it. So what happens when you unleash that incredibly powerful combo on literally billions of people around the globe? What's the real-world cost?
This chart, well, it tells a pretty worrying story. Now, of course, correlation doesn't prove causation, but the huge spike in teen anxiety and depression lines up almost perfectly with when smartphones and social media really exploded. And it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? The constant social comparison, the fear of missing out, the insane pressure to perform and show this perfectly curated life, it's taking a real measurable toll.
And the damage isn't just personal, it's societal. The same algorithms that are so good at keeping us scrolling are also, maybe unintentionally, tearing us apart. By figuring out what makes us angry and then showing us more and more of that, they push us into these ideological corners. They create echo chambers where the other side seems not just wrong, but evil, making any kind of real conversation feel just about impossible.
So looking at all this, it can feel pretty bleak. I get it. But the whole point of this isn't to scare you into deleting every app on your phone. The goal here is awareness, because once you're aware of how the game works, you get to choose how you play it. And with choice comes real power.
This, right here, is the core paradox of all of social media. We go there looking for real, genuine human connection, but what we're actually given is a machine that's been perfectly engineered for endless distraction. It's designed to keep us scrolling, but what we actually crave deep down is to connect. Just recognizing that conflict is the first step to taking back control.
So look, the game might be rigged, but you don't have to play by their rules. The system is designed to mine your attention, but you can choose to invest it instead. You can turn off all those notifications. You can unfollow the accounts that just make you feel bad about yourself. You can intentionally build a feed that inspires you instead of making you anxious. You can make a conscious choice to use these incredibly powerful tools for what you wanted them for in the first place: connection, not distraction. The power really is in your hands. So the question is, how are you going to use it?